Hey, everybody. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new here. Thank you so much for joining me today. By the time this airs, by the time you see this, I'll be at a dump truck back to my day job. So I am going to change the posting schedule just a little bit. I got to go to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday just to see how things go doing both. So I appreciate your patience while I get it worked out. If you check the community page, I did post a picture of my day office. All right, so today we're using the Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn to get our topic, and we have cards sticking together. Potential. Potential. You know, the word potential used to make me angry because I would hear it at school from my parents. I don't know about y'all, but I heard, "You're not living up to your potential." Okay, well, if it's potential, then how do we know? Is it really measurable? Do you know for a fact that I'm not living up to my potential? Because what is that? However, now I look at it differently because when we see something that has potential, that can spark something within us to realize that, hey, this could be amazing. And, like, for instance, I rented this house and it's an older house. Um, it's probably late 60s, maybe. And when you go through something that is empty, especially a house, it echoes, it's got no life to it, it's got no heart. But if you see the potential, you're like, ooh, with some decorations, the furniture could go here. It's using your imagination. And we're actually so gifted. We are gifted with our ability to visualize and imagine and see the potential in things that don't exist yet. I mean, think about how many things that as a human race we have invented, we have created out of nothing. The computer that I'm using, the chair that I'm sitting on, everything at one point was just potential. And so when you look at your life, when you look at what you do for a living, when you look at your surroundings, there's always the potential to create more, to create different, to create what you truly want, and recognizing that potential. And when I stopped looking at it as, oh, I'm not living up to my potential, because that's how I heard the word used for years, and realized that, hey, this situation has potential, it changed the way I feel about the word. And recognize the potential that you have within you, the potential to create what you truly desire. And God love this hair. Okay, I know it's a side topic, but have y'all ever seen the movie Tropic Thunder? Because with this chemo grow out, I feel like Ben Stiller's character Happy Jack from Tropic Thunder. And I'm like, oh, it's only going to take like 2-3 years to grow it back out where I had it. But there's potential. It has potential. And sometimes that's what stops us from taking the action to create what we know we potentially could, is the amount of time it's going to take. And, that time's going to pass anyway. Do you really want the thing you're waiting for? Because I'm strolling through my Happy Jack phase, mostly with baseball caps, to get to the potential hairstyle that I prefer. It's long. And as long as we don't give up, and like with the hair, the awkward grow out phase, guys, not even joking. So in the book, Get Your Shit Together, I have a place in there where I say, when you're going through a hard time, ladies, don't touch your hair, because in past, like going through a divorce, uh, a big life transition, ladies, we are so prone to attacking our hair to make a statement. And I went from like long hair to basically a pink haircut. I had decided to get a divorce, and I thought that seemed like a really good idea in the moment. Like, when you're making changes in your life, you want to look in the mirror and see something changed. At least that's been my drive, I think. So at this stage in my life, I decide that I'm going to get the undercut haircut from my shoulder length hair that I've had since like high school. And I warn you, don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, keep it in the back of your mind. It's a possibility. It has potential, but know that it's just hair. It'll grow back. But man, you go through some awkward stages trying to get to what you want. Creating our lives to their full potential is very much that way too. We're going to go through some awkward stages of what I like to call the liminal space, that in between space where you're not there yet, but you're not really here either. Like you're not really acknowledging your present state because you're so focused on this, and that in between space can be so uncomfortable. But don't let it stop you. When we learn to be comfortable in the in between space where we're not quite where we want to be, but we're not really where we used to be, don't cut your hair off. Not everybody needs to see the outer outer transformation. Okay, guys, totally not gonna lie. I got a little distracted because I had music on in the background that was supposed to be just music, and it started playing these obnoxious commercials. So I got a little distracted. But we were talking about liminal space and getting comfortable in that space. And I've got to tell you, I get it, because there was a time when I couldn't be comfortable there. I didn't want to be here anymore. I wanted to be here. I want to be here now. And sometimes the thought of how long it would take me to get there would slow me down. And for the last year, I've been in a forced liminal space with the mold treatment, and knowing that it's not going to last forever. But then we had other transitions that happened along with it, and it's just been a time of a lot of upheaval. And trying to maintain during that can be so challenging when you know, okay, it's not going to last forever, but you don't have like an exact end date. You just know that it's not a forever thing. That liminal space can feel that way too. And so, what I found that really worked well for me was gratitude. And I know I've said that before, but truly, truly, when we can be in a state of gratitude for what we do have, for what we know is coming, be in gratitude for what you're desiring and what you're creating. Show gratitude as if you already have it. And, you know, anything that you can come up with to be in that state of gratitude, especially during that time of uncertainty, upheaval, unknown. It helps us stay stabilized. It helps us stay in our present moment, aware of what's around us and what we have around us already that's amazing, let alone what's coming, what we're working for, what we can look forward to and anticipate. So I hope that helps, because I know I struggled with this forced liminal space that has been my life for about a year. And I didn't have any experience with that. I'd always been able to just take care of things and make things happen. And I was not in a position to do that now. And I was like, okay, how do we deal with this? What do I do now? Other than just sit here and lose my fucking mind? Because that's kind of where I was at. And I'm like, I know better, but I don't know how to deal with this. And by staying in gratitude and taking action where I could, because again, there were still things that I could do, but I had to get out of the mind spin that I had going on about the situation and not being able to control it. Because my God, we all want to be able to control our situation. We can't, but we want to. Accepting that this is not within my control. I cannot do anything to change this right now. I have to accept it. And once I accepted that, okay, it's going to be unknown, and there are some things that I'm going to have to take care of that are all new to me, and I don't really have a plan yet, and I don't know. And I stayed in that gratitude, and I looked for opportunities to take action on things that would help my situation. And by doing that, it kept me busy. And even this YouTube channel, getting the YouTube channel back up and running again, because that was another thing that when I got really sick, I had let go. Find passions, hobbies, other things you can do during that liminal space to stay engaged in life and less focused on how this isn't what I want yet. Okay, well, it'll take some time, but it'll be worth it. Because when you realize that potential for real and it's a part of your day to day, you won't regret it at all. And getting back into that place of power and certainty. And again, change is the only certainty we truly have. And the better we can, the resilience that comes with embracing the uncertainty and the belief and trust in the higher power and our own ability to roll with those uncertain times. The next time it hits, because it will, we know it will, the next time it hits, you'll feel prepared. It won't scare you as much. It'll still scare you. Just you'll know that, hey, I've been through this. I know I've got tools I can use to help me get through this space. It's going to be fine. So, today, I hope you see potential around you to make changes that will make you happier in the long run. Even if it's going to take time and there's going to be that uncomfortable space in between, it's so worth it. So, thank you for joining me today. I hope this helps, and I will talk to you soon.